I'm not the best to answer that because my work-life balance sucks. For the last few years, my work-life balance has been 80-hour work weeks, and that's it. And for the last term, so for the last 3 months before this term started, so yeah, for 3 months I was having weekly all-nighters, if not 2 all-nighters a week. So my work-life balance sucks. I am getting better at it. But the key here is that as animators, as artists, as any artist, you need to work on your work-life balance, because there's 2 major things that we want to keep in mind. One is, if we're not healthy, we can't work. If my brain is not working correctly, if I'm just tired all the time and I can't think straight, if I'm working myself to the point where I'm getting pain and my back is always hurting and my wrist is hurting and I can't hold my pen or my mouse anymore, I can't animate. And if I want to make a career out of this, I animate because I love it. I don't want to have to stop doing the thing I love. So you need to take care of yourself. It is a fact of life. You have to take care of yourself. You have to eat healthy. Doesn't mean you can't have pizzas, but you want to eat like a healthy diet as much as you can. You want to stretch. You want to move around as much as you can. Do the things that you need to do to keep yourself healthy. The other thing is that if we don't live life, how can you expect to animate life? If we're not experiencing things, if we're not seeing things, if we're not going out and experiencing new things, you're not going to be able to animate anything other than the few things that you like know and do. Half of the fun of going out into the wide world, and this is something I love to do whenever I go out to go for a drive or whatnot, is just look at people and see how they interact with the world. How do people get into their car? How do people shop? Now, this doesn't mean watching people and staring at them and just kind of looking over a counter like, oh, hi, what are you doing? And just staring at them like crazy person. It's easy to fall into that if you're not careful. But you want to just like pay attention to things. When people are pushing their shopping cart, how do they do it? Some people, like, they lean into it. Some people push it way ahead of them. Some people lean with their arms on top of it. What happens when a really tall person is pushing the shopping cart? By experiencing those, by seeing those give you ideas of how you can add something to your shot that you never would have experienced before. An example of this is, I was actually just watching some kittens earlier playing, and one of them jumped from a box out of the box to one of the other cats. And typically you would see a cat, like they're standing here and they jump and they do this. And I just hit my own hat. They do boop down in an arc. That's what you would expect from a cat. Jump in and land with their front legs. The kitten here jumped up by sitting on its back legs, jumping up, and then landing in an upright position with its paws like way out. And it just is like a back leg hop, and then brought its legs down like that. Now, is it an amazing thing? Not really, but it was really cute. But suddenly, as I was watching that, I just had all of these ideas come into my mind of, that's a totally unique way of moving a cat. I would, like, normally the first thing I think of is just a normal jump. And here you have this whole, like, lean back, jump on his back legs, and that could lead into so many cool shot ideas. It doesn't even have to be a cat. What if it was a dragon of some sort, like a griffin, where instead of the griffin just like bouncing and like a normal quadruped, it goes up and it's got these lion claws at the end of it, and it just jumps up and like grabs at something before crashing down in this really heavy motion. And I got all of these cool ideas just by watching a cat do a jump. So you need to live life. This doesn't mean like going out and partying every night and just living life to the fullest in that kind of sense. But at the very least, go out and have fun. See your friends, see your family, do things for yourself, read books, watch movies, do things that allow you to experience new things that you love. It is going to make your life better. It's going to avoid burnout, which is going to allow you to animate more. It's going to be healthier for you, and you're just going to get better animations out of it. So yeah, very important. Work-life balance, super important, and I am awful at it. I will admit that readily. I am not an example to follow here. When I say that I'm bad at work-life balance, it is not, look at me, aren't I great? I don't sleep at night, 2 all-nighters a week. Yeah, look at this. No, this is me putting myself down. I am terrible at it. I suck at it, and I need to improve. I really, really do. So don't follow my lead in that case. You need your sleep. You need that good work-life balance. It is very, very important. We need to touch grass. Yeah. Winter is coming here, and soon I won't be able to touch grass. It'll all be snow. I love winter, but boy, it's a little too long here in Manitoba. Usually 6 months of snow. 5 or 6 months. It's a little too long.